What if living longer is not the real goal at all? Then what should we actually hope for as we age? Superagers is really an attempt to answer that question. Its author, Dr. Eric Topol, is a cardiologist and one of the most highly cited physicians in the world. At the start, Topol tells the story of two 98-year-old patients. One of them had barely ever been seriously ill. She even drove herself to the clinic and seemed optimistic, energetic, and full of life. The other patient's path was completely different. Over the years, he had gone through bypass surgery, atrial fibrillation, and repeated hospital care. He lived that long largely because modern medicine kept saving him. Both of them were long-lived, but clearly not in the same way. That is why what people really want may not be just lifespan, the total number of years they live, but health span, the number of years they stay healthy and free from disease or disability. And that naturally leads to another question. Do some people simply have better genes? Around 2008, Topol and his team launched the Wilderly study, looking for people over 80 who had stayed unusually healthy, to see whether their genes could explain it. But the results were surprising. Their DNA did not explain very much. What really stood out was how they lived. They were thinner, exercised more, had more education, stayed socially connected, and were generally more upbeat. Some were so active, even in their 90s, that it was hard to schedule them for the study. So yes, genes matter, but they are clearly not the whole story. And that matters because many of the diseases we associate with aging, like heart disease, cancer, and neurodegeneration, often take 20 years or more to develop, which means we have a long window of opportunity to prevent them, slow them down, or at least delay when they show up. So the real goal is to push back the years of illness, disability, and repeated hospitalization for as long as possible, because living longer is not the same as living better. But if those difficult years come later, the second half of life can look very different. And the good news is, extending health span is becoming more possible. How lifestyle, AI, and new drugs may change the way we age in the future is something we will explore in the next videos.